Hey yo, what's up? This is another direct upload. The real definition of being select. That's what I'm gonna call it that, because I see a lot of this hoo-ha and back and forth between select and non-select brothers, and I just want to straighten out some things since I'm the one who introduced that term to this sector of YouTube, right? And I'm going to break it down for you in very simple terms. Very, very simple terms, right? First of all, another man can't look at a man and determine if he's select just off of just looking at him. I mean, you can make some assumptions, but determining who's select and non-select is strictly in the eyes of women, right? Just like women can't really look at each other and determine how a man would see it. Like, a woman can't look at a man and say, another woman and say whether or not that man would find her attractive. Because a lot of times, women that say, they'll tell their friends, oh yeah, you're real attractive, right? And actually think that, but the man would be like, oh, nah, that's a no for me, dog. Well, it's the same thing when women are judging men. So the whole select, non-select thing is strictly based on the sexual hierarchy. It's strictly a sexual thing. Your business degree or how much money you make, it plays a minor part in the whole select, non-select thing, as I'll explain in a second, right? Minor part. But at the base of it is determining your sexual attraction. And it's more than just your sexual attraction, but rather your ability to deliver something to the woman. That's what she's looking for. See, understand one thing about women. When they look at a man, I don't care what they tell you, I don't care what it's for, they judging you in terms of sexual worthiness, right? Even if they not going to have sex with you, they can be super religious. There's always a sexual component. Because the one thing that women always looking for, they looking to be intoxicated by a man's presence. They looking for, I call it a drug. I've called it feel good, pleasure, but it's basically an intoxication. It's the euphoria a woman gets, when she's turned on by a man. They become addicted to it. That's why if you can really arouse a woman and really master that art, she ain't gonna go too many places, right? And basically what the select can do and what the non-select can't do is give women that romantic intoxication. They can turn her on sexually, they can arouse her, they can push her buttons, they can gratify her. Because that's what women are looking for. They're looking for, ultimately, it's just sexual gratification, right? That's what all that romance and stuff is for, to try to turn them on sexually. That's all it is. The men who are able to turn the women on sexually, they're select. The men who can't do it are non-select, right? Now, allegorically, when I've talked about the select and non-select, particularly in my books, Nice Guys and Players, and also Sexual Chemistry, I used a couple terms, and I gave credit to one of my mentors, Master Yamache Morris, for originally coming up with the terms, right? But the terms are for the select men, Mr. Goodbar, and the masked man, and those are allegorical terms, right? Those are allegorical terms. Like with Mr. Goodbar, that's the guy at the top of the sexual hierarchy. That's the that guy who can turn a woman on with his raw sex appeal. He may or may not look good. The main ingredient with a guy there is a good body build. Not even a great body build, but a good body build, decent body build. That's part of it. Also, part of it is his mystique. For whatever reason, life circumstances, born with the right type of personality, whatever, he knows how to arouse that nature in a woman. He knows how to deliver that drug. I did a video about that called Pusher Man. He's a drug dealer, right? He knows how to deliver that drug to women. He knows how to turn her on. He knows what to say to her, how to look, how to dress, everything. And it's like, however he came about it, but he knows how to deliver it in such a way that she will actually chase him. Like a lot of stuff people believe about how women and men interact is quite frankly wrong. Women, when they're turned on by a guy, they'll find a way that they'll put themselves in that position. In fact, they will pay them. Like, this is something that dudes who are on that maybe gigolo path figure out, or dancers, or if you talk to some island boys or something, you know, Dexter St. Jacques and them down in the Caribbean, they can tell you this. They done figured out how to turn on women. They get money for it, right? But that's what they looking for. Like, what they do for a living and all of that is totally irrelevant. You know, a Mr. Goodbar type, the type at the top of that sexual pyramid, he might be a Pookie, he might be a Ray Ray, but he's just as likely to be like a Poindexter. Shit, I've met some professors, corporate attorneys, doctors. They some hoes. They getting it in, right? They getting it in. Like, everybody will see the Pookie, but the only difference is some of the higher dudes, they just keep this shit hidden. And their money is totally irrelevant to it. If you at that level, the women don't give a shit about your money or what you've done in the community or that you're a good husband. In fact, she ain't even looking at you like a good husband. She just wants that drug. She's tapping her thighs. She wants that fix, right? So that's one level. But then the next level is the masked man. The masked man, right? Now, the key with the masked man is he got some level of sex appeal. Like, for him to really operate, he gotta look good. That's where that looks, money, and status does come in. Like, I even got a video coming saying how some dudes can beat that and get around that and trump that. But anytime I do a video like that, I'm strictly talking about a Goodbar type, right? I'm strictly talking about a Goodbar type who can beat it. But let's be real out here. Money, status, and just pure looks are going to play a part. No one has ever heard me say looks don't matter. I just say you can get around it if you got the right combination of factors, right? You can always get around it, but they have to have it. The reason why, because especially when you go up in social class, right? If you're talking about somebody like a professional woman, college woman, 92 octane, right? They still got that need, but they have the ability to put brakes on it, so they ain't going to, you got to bring a little bit more, right? And plus, at that higher level, they only dealing with certain guys, but they still looking for that pleasure. They still looking for that drug. Now, the masked man, he got to like dilute his product a little bit, right? He can't give it to her totally, but usually at that case, she's looking for a little bit more anyway. Like, guys at that level are usually like the guys they actually look for to be husbands. People mistakenly call them beta and everything, which is why I don't like using the term, but they really not. They still get a smart masked man if he knowing that the women are, he got some sex appeal. He look good, conspicuously handsome, got all that stuff, but he don't have like that extra sexual charisma or something. But he knows because he drives that E-Class, a woman going to show him some love. Shit. If he's smart, he make the biggest player. Because in a way, he looks perfect. He got that perfect image. Right? So he's able to get over. If he's smart, as long as he don't act, delete the word marriage out of his vocabulary, he can get his. But it's strictly that. And see, then the guys who are on the non-select side, right? The infamous nice guys and stuff. Even though, man, that's kind of a misnomer. These guys ain't really that nice, right? But they just don't turn the woman on. That's the only two. They don't have, look, they could be good guys. Women even recognize them as good guys. Might even recognize they be a good father or something. But remember, all women want that drug. All women want that drug. They want to be intoxicated. If you can't deliver it, and then you get some guys, they more or less those guys who are persistent, the gamesmen. They're just real persistent, right? And a woman deal with them. They kind of like the fat ugly girls version of men. A woman might deal with them if she can't get the first two, and she might. But see, usually if they deal with that type, they think they can change them or tweak them or something. But as soon as Mr. Goodbar decides to text them or return a text or something, they out the door. But look, that's the thing. Understand that. But see, here's the bottom line. Whether you got money, whatever, it's all about sex. See, a lot of dudes can't deal with the idea that women actually want sex. I mean, you think about it, they got more, like if you think about a woman's clitoris, the nerve ending she got on that doubles a man's. Shoot, a woman can run into just a joy and have an orgasm just on that. Shoot. And if you thorough, a little bit of tantra or really know how to work a woman's body, shoot, you can put your finger on her bicep and she'll be like, oh. If you really know how to work it, man, shoot. These women can walk out here and have multiple orgasms. A man have half an orgasm, and I do mean a half and that's another video, because ejaculation and orgasm in a man are two different things. Shoot, we gone, but a woman, shoot, she can take it all day. You got some of these women out here, they can take two or three dicks in a day and, go home, fix their husband dinner, right? Give him some. He think he doing something. She moans at appropriate places. And then, go to her kid's soccer practice at the local church. But, women got to hide it. See, when I talk about the underworld, the real underworld is just what they're doing away from the light. So, just understand that that's it. That's it. And I'm just being real with y'all. A man can't look at another man and see what a woman sees. Because women got different, other than a good body build, women got different triggers for their sexuality. That's why a woman, sometimes a dude can turn her out enough. He could be ugly, she'll still walk around with him. Shit. Because sometimes, of course, some women, if they can, they're going to try to be in a relationship with that dude. If he just bringing it and shit. And people be wondering, but like I said, if you don't have a vagina, you really can't rate them. You can't rate another man. Only way, and even myself, like different dudes will say, hey, I'm select, and I just take it with a grain of salt until I can see how women interact with them. That's when I'll know. Like if I ever want to know how thorough a dude is, I don't care what he tells me, I don't care what all his boys are telling him, I'm gonna put him in a room full of women. Because ultimately, if you're judging sex appeal, ultimately women just judging looking at a man and seeing whether or not she want his dick inside her vagina. And whatever she's judging, another man can't look and say she should want that. Because I'm telling you, sometimes when women look, she might see big feet or big hands on the dude. He might look busted, but he got big feet and big hands. Shit, he might be wearing some gray sweatpants and, he got a hard on. She be like, well, his face busted, but come here, baby. They be breaking out that paper bag, too. Because, see, here's the bottom line. And, people should have got this from all the damn videos I've done. Sex appeal and looks are two different things. Sex appeal, like a man who might be atop the pyramid in the social world, like he got money and all of that, might actually be a simp in the sexual world. Like, and this some underworld shit. There's a whole lot of these CEOs and these powerful people behind closed doors and stuff. They letting some dominatrix whip their ass. Or the woman really running shit. Think about some of these cuckold situations and stuff. Think about it. There's a whole lot of cuckolds, but those men, they looking like masters of the universe, but they so jacked up and stuff. They shoot. They gotta watch another man fuck their woman or look the other way. So anyway, right? That's it. Seriously, anything else? If look, like I said, a dude could try to be select, and I'm gonna tell you what. Here's some deep shit. When people say that to me, I already know what to listen for. There's certain things that a truly select dude gonna say. I never really give that away. And I'll just talk to a dude, and in fact, I had a coaching client today. He was talking, and he was kind of modest, but I listened to him. I was like, nah, you Mr. Goodbar, motherfucker. There's certain things that's going to happen. I can listen to a dude. That's why, you get these instances, dudes be trying to say they got these high accounts, but I can already look. I can tell about how you express yourself and what you say already, whether or not you lying. So, anyway, right? But here's the bottom line. Here's the takeaway. It's all about how a woman see a man sexually. It's seriously. It's no ifs, ands, and buts. Like anybody, I'm gonna be straight up. Anybody on YouTube who calling themselves select. This is no disrespect to y'all, but honestly, what we need, you know what? A group of women that follow these, they'll tell you right away who's select and non-select. In fact, I'll put out the challenge to some women, do some videos on that. Just say, okay, this dude select, this dude non-select. Don't get pissed. Shit. Some dudes might be surprised. But that's how it is. It's just like a woman can't look at another woman and see what we gonna see. Shit. That's just how it is. Now, it's up to you how you gonna deal with that shit. You can get mad at them, pissed, but they still ain't gonna suck your dick if they see you as non-select. So, depending on what you do. If you don't give a fuck, just go do your own thing. But I just wanted to find that. Just be clear for everybody. All right? Anyway, I'm going out here to get my second workout. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.